So here we have the cutaway of the 1216S pump end. It's the pump end used on both the Mark III and the BB4. It's 16 pounds, and for the curious that have never seen the inside of it, here's you can see it's a 4-stage because it has 4 impellers, the 4th one being over here. And what you can remember for this, a good rule of thumb, is that each stage you can calculate about 100 psi. So on the Mark III it's 380 psi, as on the BB4 it's 440 psi. We also have the mini striker pump. It's 85 psi, it has 80 gallons per minute. It's very light and it's small. We're talking about 20 pounds. So it's easy to carry, and it's also very easy to start. We also have our drip torch here, and as an option we have the mount for the vehicle so that it stays stable while we're traveling.
The BB4 23 horsepower with the 4-stage detachable pump end, and WATERAX is a belt-driven speed increaser.
This is our standard unit with the WATERAX Striker 3 and ECP panel. We go with a hanging reel, 100-foot, 1-inch booster hose, and 200-gallon tank with a 5-gallon foam cell, lifting channels, mounting block on the side. Your panel gives you the low pressure shut off, start, stop, choke, throttle. It does it well.
And what sort of applications are people using these for?
A lot of fire chiefs will keep them in the back of the truck. They're designed for a short 6-foot box, and with a 200-gallon tank, it stays within the weight limitations for their 1-ton trucks and 3/4-ton trucks.
Nice. And so you've got the hanging reel. Is there an opportunity to put like just your standard 1-inch, 1.5-inch hose, so
Yep.
you can switch for a longer hose life?
Yeah, you bet. So you have the option to discharge with the 1.5 as well as the inch. You can do that at the same time as well.
Right. Right. So you could.
You've got lots of pump.
So you could have parallel hoses coming off this and attacking from two different points.
Betcha. And as far as drafting goes, you have your 3-way valve.
Yeah.
So you can draft from the tank or alternate source.
Excellent. So you could fill your tank with this as well as.
That's right. Yeah, you got your recirc.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of the tanks have a clear plastic, and you can't tell where the water levels are. So we put a sight tube in there, so you can, no matter keeping the tube clean, and you can see what's going on.
So you can. Okay, so is this for your foam levels?
That's the foam. Yeah.
And then that other side, that's for your water levels?
Yeah. And the tanks are all built to NFPA spec.
Yeah.
Baffled and vented.
And then this is your battery kit up top, I'm
Yeah.
assuming?
So your auxiliary battery go around your reel and
the
electric start. Yeah.
Nice looking unit.
I do. A little dirty. We're still getting it finished.
For firefighting, right?
We find for our standard unit, the Striker 3 seems to fit all applications. So if you want to get into higher elevations and push water long distance, the fire departments tend to go for the Striker 3 or the 2, depending on their budget and what the application. And then we can custom build according to budget and requirements. Lots of times the customers will go for the Versax 9.
Is it possible to have a look at the Versax 9?
Yeah, let's do that. In this case, we custom built this unit for a company that builds track vehicles, and we shipped one unit down to the US. They wanted something that fit the bed, so it's a little bit different looking. It's 200-gallon tank. It's obviously fit custom built to fit their deck. And then we went with a striker or a WATERAX 9 to fit their budget and their needs. We have a control panel as well with low pressure shut off, start, stop, choke. And then the customers are really happy with this. And this is our second one for the same customer.
Awesome.
Yeah. Again, the Haney reel, and this one has 200 feet of 1-inch hose. They went with the rubber hose in this case. So you have the throwaway valve for alternate drafting, and then you have your recirc so you can refill the tank as well as you're drafting.
All right, Luc. So tell us about what made Flashfire so successful.
The big reason why I got to this point, WATERAX being the quality product it is, and it sells itself. The quality is there, the history is there. You just have to go back to 1898 to look forward, and it's an easy sell for us.
So would you say that having stock is what customers appreciate? They can count on you even during such a busy fire season like this year?
Yeah, most people that call us are surprised we actually do have stock. They're very appreciative. You can get the order same day. We can typically ship out depending on what time they get the order. So they're within 3 or 4 days they get what they need.
And you cover much more than just Edmonton here. You cover not only Alberta, but even further.
Yeah, we've actually shipped pumps back to Montreal.
On behalf of all the WATERAX team, we'd like to thank Luc at Flashfire and Safety here in Edmonton, Alberta, for sharing his knowledge on the WATERAX products with his customers, and for having us during such a busy time of the year.